Well, Indian File is the order as they work to the crossing at the 1600 metres. And nothing worrying Sky Heights for the lead. And Sky Heights by a bit more than 2 lengths now on Dignity Dancer as they work to the back of the course and go down past the 1500. Third Posse is Lawyer. Grand Archway is running fourth, and then Able Master on the inside of El Duce, and 2 lengths Arena lobbing along quietly at the tail of the field, about 8 lengths from the leader Sky Heights. Down the back of the course they go, the halfway marker now, and Sky Heights in charge by about 1.5 lengths on Dignity Dancer. Third Posse is Lawyer, followed closely then by Grand Archway, Able Master, El Duce, and still 2 lengths to Arena. There's been no change from almost the word go, and as they sweep down the side now, coming along past the 950, it's Sky Heights in front, about 3/4 of a length on Dignity Dancer. Jimmy Cassidy just getting a little bit closer now on Dignity Dancer, not letting Boss get things all his own way on the leader. 2 lengths to Lawyer, followed by Grand Archway. Arena's gone up 3 wide, and the last pair are Able Master and El Duce. Down past the 700 in the Derby, and they're really sprinting now. And Sky Heights in charge, a length Dignity Dancer, Lawyer the rails. Then the filly Grand Archway, Arena to the extreme outside. Able Master second last, and El Duce whips them in. Homeward bound, and Sky Heights a length clear on Dignity Dancer, Lawyer on the inside, and 2 lengths to Grand Archway, but Sky Heights doing it well, down to the 250, 1.5 lengths clear. Arena putting in the long ones on the outside, and then Dignity Dancer. Sky Heights still in front. Arena and Dignity Dancer plugging home well. It's still Sky Heights in front. Arena won't get there, and Sky Heights all the way on the Derby from Arena, Dignity Dancer and Grand Archway. Followed home by Able Master, Lawyer, and Absolute was El Duce.
3 Sky Heights, 4.80, 2.10, 2 Arena at $2, 1 Dignity Dancer, no third in the Derby.
Great win. Great win by Sky Heights, number 3, $4.80 and $2.20. They couldn't catch him. Arena tried doggedly on the outside, has paid a dividend of $2.10. There'll be no third tote as we are awaiting the full placings in an exciting derby won by the Melburnian. Sky Heights, bred in New Zealand by Zabeel from Mowat Heights, a 3-year-old brown gelding. Now stand by, here are the first 2 numbers coming up. 3 the winner, and that is Sky Heights. 2 is second, Arena, but obviously it's very, very close for third between Grand Archway on the outside and Dignity Dancer on the inside. It's very, very close for third. So the trifecta takers, hang on to your briefs. Yes, the winner, Sky Heights, is trained by Colin Alderson for RP Leg, the Gurner's Bloodstock Syndicate, managed by Mr. Andrew Ramsden, ND Bell, PF O'Mara, NJ Griffin, Mrs. LB Alderson and JT Kennedy, trained by Colin Alderson. 10 starts, 4 wins, 4 seconds, completes the Rose Hill Guineas AJC Australian Derby Double.
Getting set, Devonport.
Is third, and that is Grand Archway, ridden by Brian York. So the full placings are 3, 2 and 7. Sky Heights first, taking his overall earnings with the first prize today of $816,000. Add that to the 665, and he's getting up to $1.5 million, and a lot more to come. Well,
stand by for Grey Power. They're off racing, and Inkamala was prominent early with Social Echo. Smithy's Lad beaten for speed, drifts back to the tail. Pancho's Villa goes to the 1,000. A narrow leader now from Crepitus. Sarah Blue right on the speed, followed by Salute, Social Echo. Henry Sees Gold. General Kaz pushes through between horses. Satellites on the rail is down. Satellites has crashed there. It ran out of room, and we'll check on the horse and rider shortly. Inkamala next, followed back in the field then by Chaff Bag between horses, followed by Lord William. They were followed by Griswold, and then came Polo Royale outside of Selkirk and Smithy's Lad. Downhill, and it's Pancho's Villa showing the way. It's got plenty of speed. Shows out by 3 to Crepitus. Sarah Blue's after it. They were followed by Salute, then Social Echo. General Kaz takes the shortcut from Lord William, following it through. Henry Sees Gold down the outside. Social Echo's racing greenly, and Henry Sees Gold was checked. Out wider Inkamala. Pancho's Villa the leader. Sarah Blue, Crepitus, and now Salute trying to get to it. Pancho's Villa's getting tired. Salute, and on the inside inside. Crepitus, it's out wide, Salute, and on the inside, Crepitus, Salute salutes by an inch over Crepitus. Not sure about third. Sarah Blue was there with Lord William and Henry C's Gold both finishing on. Henry C's Gold got a check in the straight. Wider out General Kaz, and they were followed further back behind them by Chaff Bag. Further back then came Inkamala, Griswold. Back in behind those then we had Social Echo, followed by Selkirk, Smithies Lad and Polo Royale. Pancho's Villa beat a few in but pulled up quickly. And the horse Satellites is on its feet and appears to be sound of limb. And we'll get a check on the rider as soon as possible. Shane Miller. I could just sense it was getting very tight at that particular portion of the race, and unfortunately Satellites was down. But Satellites, he has got to his feet, and a report on Shane Miller as soon as is at all possible. It's a photo, but Salute will get the money. Number 11, Salute. No.
Okay, now we'll have those numbers in a moment. 11 should win that, and that is Salute. Should win it. Number 11 will get third in a moment. Number 10's up there, Sarah Blue for third. Now behind 6 at Oakbank. Now let's take it to Greg as they move in well.
Tuscan Rule first out, landed in front now from Regal Royal. Hot Taste further out on the track, followed by Ocean Bird when they settle, followed by Be My Dane. Piran Lad from Mr. Neslo favoured Rev. Mighty Impulse is drifting back a little now, then Scenic Heights and Self-Indulged. Quickly going on the outside, Be My Dane to head off Tuscan Rule, and Be My Dane has rolled to the front down the side, led by 2.5 Tuscan Rule. A good pace in front, 1.5 lengths then to Hot Taste. One further back, Regal Royal, 4th, 5th in the race is Ocean Bird. Piran Lad racing deep, favoured Rev the Grey, the inside of Mr. Neslo. Mighty Impulse has gone up out 3 deep, a length Self-Indulged and Scenic Heights. At the 800 metre mark down the side, and the leader here is Be My Dane. Piran Lad's worked around the outside, and Tuscan Rule a half away third the middle. At the 600, 1.5 lengths to Hot Taste and Ocean Bird. Regal Royal, Mighty Impulse to the outside, running on fairly. 2 to Mr. Neslo, and then Self-Indulged, Scenic Heights, and last of all, favoured Rev. Up to the bend they race now, on the inside, Be My Dane. Tuscan Rule coming at it, given a crack with a whip from Piran Lad. Ocean Bird and Mighty Impulse down the outside, coming home well. In the straight they race. Ocean Bird got to Tuscan Rule, Hot Taste. Mighty Impulse out in the middle is finishing well. He's quickly raced to them. Mighty Impulse took the lead from Ocean Bird. Hot Taste in a gap, Self-Indulged. Ocean Bird fighting back. Mighty Impulse just in front of Ocean Bird. They hit it. Ocean Bird's kicked. May have just won here on the line from Mighty Impulse. Little in it. Hot Taste is third. Then Self-Indulged, and further back then Scenic Heights. Be My Dane, Piran Lad. Then Regal Royal. They ran right over the top of Tuscan Rule, who beat 2 home, Mr. Neslo and favoured Rev.
Winner in a photo, 7 Ocean Bird, 53.60 and 7.40. 3 Mighty Impulse, 4.30, 1.60. 10 Hot Taste at 2.50. Selections by Kev, race 5 Kembla, 1
Okay, 7.310 in Melbourne. Number 7, Ocean Bird, $44 and 7.10. 3 Mighty Impulse, 1.60, and number 10, Hot Taste to pay 2.20. Our next at Canberra, race matching 2 He's a Good Bloke. The late mail at 4.80, 1.70. 3 Call Him Hilton, 13.5. 4 Hoist, 5.70, 2.10. 5 Crushed, 12 and 3.20. 6 Capital Call the Sub, $4.80.
They're off. And Burning Palms, one of the best to break, commencing well. Love to Honour. Going up as Prenuptial in company with Miss Peridot. Carmelina getting back a little on the inside. Hills is wider out from Starry Way. Then Rose of Tralee, Go Joy. About 2 or 3 lengths further back, Lamoulan, and then Zar Royale. And last of all is Haywire. Miss Peridot runs to the lead, going to the 1600 crossing. About 1.5 lengths on Prenuptial. Love to Honour over on the inside is travelling third. Then Burning Palms, followed by Hills wider out. Carmelina on the inside. Next is Starry Way, who's pulling a little, followed by Rose of Tralee, Go Joy, and then Zar Royale moving up on the outside of Lamoulan, and 2 or 3 lengths to Haywire down the back, and Miss Peridot in front is tending to pull fiercely. She's about 1/2 length on Starry Way likewise, and between them Prenuptial. And as they race to the 1200, Starry Way now has raced her way to the lead. She pulled ferociously, and Starry Way to the front now from Miss Peridot as they race along to the next corner. Prenuptial third, 2 lengths Love to Wanna, followed by Hills, Burning Palms, Carmelina, Go Joy, Rose of Tralee, Zar Royale, Lemoulin, and 2 to Haywire. Working to the side of the Adrian Knox, they've got 8.50 left to go, and the favourite Starry Way making play 3/4 of a length on Miss Peridot. Prenuptial in third spot, 2.5 further back is Carmelina, the Toowoomba filly, racing over on the inside of Love to Honour, then a gap of a length Hills around Burning Palms from Go Joy, Lemoulin, Rose of Tralee. The Sadler's Wells filly has got 2 behind her, and they are Zar Royale in company with Haywire. Starry Way increasing her lead on the point of the corner, and as they set sail for home in the Adrian Knox, Starry Way, length and a half Prenuptial. She's hanging away from the rails a bit, the leader. On the inside is Miss Peridot, followed by Carmelina, but Starry Way accelerates now. 2.50 to go. Starry Way put 3 or 4 lengths Prenuptial, and then Love to Honour, followed by Carmelina. But by golly, she's improved, Starry Way. She is absolutely outclassing her rivals. Carmelina second, but Starry Way notches up the hat-trick. Starry Way, brilliant winner from Carmelina. Third, Lemoulin or Love to Honour, followed by Prenuptial, Haywire, Burning Palms, Zar Royale, Rose of Tralee, Hills, Go Joy, and Miss Peridot was at the tail of the field.
2 Starry Way, $3 160, 10 Carmelina, $360. Those for third, 7 Lemoulin, $870, or number 5 Love to Honour, $240. Correct weight Perth.
Brian York decided to take it to the lead, but certainly you folks watching on track and those of you at home and in the tabs and the clubs watching on telly just saw the way she completely and utterly outclassed her rivals over the last 250 metres. Number 2, Starry Way, has paid $3.10 for the win and $1.70 for the place. There are no numbers up. Here they come now. Number 10 is second, Carmelina, and she's paid $3.40, and 7 Lemoulin is third at $7.20. The winner, Starry Way, notching the hat-trick now following wins in the Gosford Guineas and a race at Canterbury, and her overall record is 4 wins from 19 starts, 6 seconds and 2/3. Bred by her owners, or some of them, bred by the Altamonte family at their Corrambine stud. She's by Dane Hill from a Sir Tristram mare, Star Line. A Bay filly 3, Jack Denham, training for Mr. George and Mrs. R and Mr. J.P. Altamonte and Mr. M.G. and Mrs. S. Severino, and ridden by Brian York, beating number 10 Carmelina, the Toowoomba filly by Zoffany from Sentet, ridden by Len Beasley, and Lemoulin number 7, third from Hawkesbury, where she's trained by Noel Mayfield Smith. A Bay filly 3 by Al Harib from Fiorita, Craig Carmody, and the 4th placing is still to come. Now the time for the race was 2:05.39. The sectionals, the first 1,000 in 63.55, the last 600 36.42. And she outclassed them, winning by 4 lengths, Starry Way, a length and a half, second and third.
Almost said Toowoomba.
Stand up pretty well. Racing. Off they go in the lotteries. Von Deucer and Stuke's Image missed it slightly. Mobelong was quickly into stride. Just Dynamite began pretty well. So too did Tom T. Hall and Moon Chase. Here they go to the first fence. Up and over they fly. And head to the second one with Mobelong scooting along. 2 in front. Tom T. Hall second. Moon Chase restrained third. Just Dynamite charges through on the inside. Over on the outside, Worthy Night. They clear that one, and further back in the field as they go to the Shillabee Road jump was Brew Tambo, followed by Off Again, and then came Century's Fox. Gilligan out wider, came across in front now with Stuke's Image. Further back to Turkey Lane, last year's Great Eastern winner last, and second last Fox Boy just ahead of him. Here they go towards the log now, and the leader Mobelong popped over it by a couple. Second placing in bowling up on the outside, Tom T. Hall in the green cap. Over on the inside getting a nice run, Worthy Night, followed by Moon Chase, now back to 4th. They go to another fence, followed by Century's Fox out wide. Britambo out jumped him. On the inside, Off Again is close-handed today as they take another fence, and then came in that division Just Dynamite. Further back behind those then, Off Again lost a bit of ground over that. They come down the hill now, down the side. Behind them, Gilligan, Stuke's Image, followed then by Fox Boy, ridden quietly, and last of all is set Turkey Lane. Over the first of the downhill double, going towards the second of them now, and the leader was Mobelong. He had a look at that one, but landed about 2 in front. Second placing behind him, Tom T. Hall's travelled well, so is Worthy Night third. He's going okay on the inside, and they were followed by Moon Chase, Brew Tambo, then Century's Fox, followed back on the inside by Off Again from Just Dynamite as they take the jump in the straight in the first circuit. Next was Gilligan, followed further back behind them by Stuke's Image, and over on the outside now, Fox Boy has started to work into the bridle, and 2.5 away last, a little grey Turkey Lane. They've completed a circuit. They've got one more to go in the Von Duser. And out of the straight, Mobilong being restrained now by a half. Second, Tom T. Hall. In third position behind them, travelling up Worthy Knight on his outside. Moon Chase is going to hang right there with him. Brutambo fifth. Around the outside now, improving Fox Boy from the rear. In the centre, Centuries Fox, followed further back in the field behind them by Off Again. Stooks Image, Just Dynamite and Gilligan, a line of 4. And 3 to the Grey Turkey Lane. As they head towards the back country again, and the leader Mobilong came to the next fence. Shows over it by about a half, 3/4. They're jumping splendidly. Second, Moon Chase now slides up on terms. They go to the next one, the Shillabere Road jump for the second time. And Moon Chase said goodbye and shot away. He's 2 in front, the favourite. Second, Mobilong, 3 away behind those then Tom T. Hall, and on the inside, Centuries Fox. Some of these others are starting to feel the pressure. They go over the log for the second and final time. Gilligan heads them. Worthy Knight is under pressure. And likewise Fox Boy, who hasn't made a long sustained run at all. Further back Off Again, followed by Turkey Lane improving. Then came Stooks Image as they go over another fence. Then Brutambo, who's run out of puff, and likewise Just Dynamite, but it's Moon Chase. He's giving them something to chase. Centuries Fox goes to second as they clear that last one along the back. Only 3 more fences are to go. Down the hill, down the side, the race to the first, to the double, the second and final time. Moon Chase put in a spectacular leap over it. He landed 8 or 9 in front. In second placing, Centuries Fox. Moon Chase skimmed over the last of the double. It's Centuries Fox second, followed third by Tom T. Hall, and they were followed then by Gilligan running on, then Mobilong running out of puff, and further back the Fox Boy. But here's Moon Chase, the favourite, only has to stand at the last. He comes to it, ridden over it, dashed over it like a gazelle, and landed about 8 in front. Centuries Fox holds second, further back behind them on the outside, Gilligan and battling on Tom T. Hall, but it's Moon Chase, no race. Moon Chase wins by 15. Second, Centuries Fox, the favourite home. The Punters Club had 6 grand on him too. Centuries Fox second, third placing 4 or 5 away Gilligan, followed 3 back behind them then by Tom T. Hall. Hey, not a bad run by last year's Great Eastern winner Turkey Lane. He's put in a better run today. He's made good ground for Monday. Further back behind them, Off Again, followed back behind them by Fox Boy and also Worthy Knight. Some of these are run.
Okay, all set the coast now. Race 7, 1,400 metres. Let's take you to Steve.
All in now, the favourite.
Fast and showing some speed as Dinner Star. Bohemian Melody just behind those when they settle down, followed by Fairuz. Walnuts getting up on the inside as they bunch up at the first 200 metres here. And it's Yeah Miss just in front. Dinner Star got up on the inside. Lady of Snow's 3 out. A length and a half further back, Fairuz, and Walnut got up on the inside. Further back in the race, Bohemian Melody, followed to the outside by Ramelpa. Then Morissette is trapped out deep. Back behind those came to the outside. At the head of the others then came on the inside, Moser. Hit and Run getting a fair way back, followed by Never Late. Blaze the Turf back second to third, last with Hit and Run getting out of its ground, Miss McCartney. And last of all up to the turn, So Chic Lady. On the bend they race now, Dynastar, Yeah Miss and Lady of Snow. Behind those, Walnut looking for a way through, followed further back by Ramelpa. Then Fairuz, Moser, and further back Bohemian Melody and Never Late, and down the outside then Costella. In the straight, Walnut going for a gap through, gets it now. Lady of Snow, Yeah Miss being grabbed by Walnut up on the inside, and Never Late sprinting down the centre. It's Walnut just in front, Never Late out wide, picking it back, and Never Late. Never Late's beaten Walnut right on the line. Lady of Snow, or on the outside, Blaze the Turf for third from Ramelpa. Yeah Miss, and then Dinner Star, Fairuz. So Chic Lady, Hit and Run, further back Morissette. Back behind those then Costella, Bohemian Melody, and Moser back at the tail.
3 Never Late, 5.40, 2.10, 1 Walnut, 1.60, 10 Lady of Snows at $5.
3 Never Late, 5.50, 2.30, 1 Walnut, 1.70. Those for third, 10 Lady of Snows at 5.10, or number 2 Blaze the Turf, $2.30. Daily double 8 and 3 should return 64.90. 3, 11, 13 and correct weight at Oakbank on the previous there. National Racing Service.
And Blaze the Turf.
Big crowd here, 34,486. Here on track to watch the running of the Doncaster, and Sunline has been sensationally backed. She's going to run a short price favourite, $2.50 and $1.80. The way the track is played today, front runners have a great advantage. She's an on-pace runner. She's won 10 of 11. And she gets the chance to confirm her status as the champion filly of the land. And they're about to move forward for this famous mile race. John Hawkes with 4 runners. Dodge moves up, carrying the All Cerise. Bart Cummings has trained Morphy, a lucky starter in the race with the scratching. of Zuccarino. Here's last year's winner, Catalan Opening, moving in. Mr. Innocent for Mick Dipman moves up. Bonanova, Palaya about to move in. So 2.15 mil, the win pool for the Doncaster.
Presses the button and they're racing, and immediately Iron Horse dropped out the back with Rustic Dream, and Sunline was actually one of the best to break. Foxwood jumped out well. Adam moves to third from Mr. Innocent, Al Mansour, and then comes Palaya. A length and a half further back, Referral, Jade Tights, and then comes Mossman. Dracula's caught out pretty wide on the track, a length and a half to Iron Horse making ground, and then Zerpor on the inside, closely attended then by Rustic Dream. A break to Juggler, who's back about fifth last from Catalan Opening, Dodge, and then Bonanova, Morphe, and 2 lengths to Anthems. They race to the first corner, and Sunline is the leader. A length and a half, Al Mansour, Adam third, and fourth Palaya, and running fifth Foxwood, and then a break to Mr. Innocent, followed by Lease, who's caught out pretty wide. Racing in the centre next as they come along the side of the course, Jade Tights. A bit over a length away next is Iron Horse, Dracula, Mossman, followed another length away by Dodge, and then comes Referral and Rustic Dream. Zerpor is on the inside, 2.5 lengths to Juggler. Catalan Opening is next as they race to the bend from Morphe, Bonanova, and Anthems is the tail ender. It's Sunline, one of the shortest price favourites in a Doncaster for many years. Around the corner comes the top-notch New Zealand filly. She's 3/4 Al Mansour, Adam the inside. Then Foxwood, followed by Lease, and Mr. Innocent heads the others. But Larry Cassidy pops Sunline into overdrive, and away she goes. 150 out. Sunline 3 lengths clear. Lease in second spot. Old Juggler flying home, but it's Sunline simply supreme. Sunline beat Lease and Juggler, followed by Adam Iron Horse, Rustic Dream, Bonanova, Referral, Al Mansour, Dracula, Mossman, Foxwood, Zerport, Dodge, Catalan Opening, followed by Mr. Innocent. Then Anthems, Jade Tights, Morphe second last, and Palaya last of all in the 1999 Star City Doncaster.
Racing. 13 Sunline to return, 220.150, a great effort. 18 Lease for second, $7.10, and 2 Juggler, 3.30. Network are currently with a race we're not covering, Toowoomba Race 2. We'll use the time to update race number 8 at Oakbank. 1 Amaround in the second leg of the double.
Tell you, this is just a marvellous moment in my career. Sunline, she's a freak. Now, the full numbers, there is a problem on the infield board. The winner is number 13, Sunline, ridden by Larry Cassidy, $2.30, $1.60. Number 18 is second, Lease, ridden by Darryl McClellan, has paid $5.90. And third goes to number 2, and that is Juggler, the old marvel. He's paid $2.90.
Moving in Devonport.
Ran fourth. Number 14 was Adam. Number 4 was fifth, and that was Iron Horse. And number 17 ran sixth, and that was Bonanova. 13, 18, 2, 14, 4, 17. The winning time was 1:36.45 on this dead track. 1 3/4 lengths, the winning margin, an authoritative margin. A next second and third.
Off
First
Tassie.
800, 48.98. Last 600, 35.73.
Bandana within the realm, as you'd expect.
Starter Mr. Lloyd Cromwell mounts the platform, picks up the button. There's the light. Away they go. Tornero was slow to begin here from the inside. Amaround, one of the best to begin. Fayette was showing good pace. Sun's Anvil was ridden out. Huts Ruby was also going forward in the early stages. Right off the track in the early stages going forward as well was Shamrock Dior. Up ahead of it was New Sea. Further back towards the inside we had Count Christo, then Maladdin Curium. Huts Ruby now drifting back from Tenoro after a poor start. Then beyond the Barclay, Dancing Illusion, and Scotland Yard whipped them in.
Just inside the 1,000-metre mark, and Fayette shows the way by about a head. Going through on the inside, the top weight, Amaround on terms. In third position, UC running a nice race to this point in time. They were followed as they go to the 800 by Powers Hope. Count Christo saving valuable ground. Further back, Sun's Anvil, followed back behind them by Shamrock Door. Over on the inside was Maladdin, and around the outside, Huts Ruby. Further back, Curium at the 600. Tornero and Scotland Yard are well back at that point. Beyond the Barclay was last, and just ahead of it, Dancing Illusion. Down the side, down the hill, and Amaround the inside. Fayette Fayette from New Sea. Further back, Count Christo runs up behind them from Powers Hope as they turn. Wider out, Sun's Anvil, Hut Ruby out wide. But in the straight, Fayette slipped away now. Amaround is struggling. New Sea, Count Christo's into the clear and starts to run home hard. Down to the 200. Fayette the leader. Trying hard is Count Christo. Count Christo's coming quickly and Scotland Yard is flying. Fayette's gone. Count Christo's at the front. Count Christo, Wednesday's winner, does it again. Count Christo a half length to Fayette. She didn't give a lot in the last 100. Scotland Yard from the rear ran into third. Then came behind those Dancing Illusion, a nice effort. Curium was next in. They were followed by Mladen. Further back behind those then came Tornero, who got back early. Further back in the field out wide, Huts Ruby. They were followed by New Sea, easing down Sun's Anvil, Powers Hope, followed by Shamrock Door. And further back beyond the Barclay, Amaround beat a few home, but eased right down quickly over the line. Number 17, Count Christo. Number 17, Count Christo, has won the Adelaide Bank Handicap for replacement rider Kane Newsham. Ron Morgan is the trainer, part owned by Joe Canizzaro. Congratulations to Joe and to Annette, and also to the trainer Ron Morgan, a part owner. A 4-year-old a bay gelding by Blazing Sword from Cloak and Dagger. Number 17, Count Christo, will be first. 8 second, Fayette by Grosvenor, Absolutely Dale Missing for Terry O'Sullivan.
17, 8 and 4 there. Last start winner making it 2 on end there in Adelaide. Now race.
They're racing. Away they go in the final event here, and down on the inside, Marty's Magic and Happy Paint bounced out quickly. The Truth has got some speed early and further out on the track now. Ashton going forward, a length and a half further back than Kenzine. Around Leading Light and Christian Lad. 2 lengths further back, Citronella. Come to Water, followed further back by Phoenix Strike. Oh, in trouble there, Leading Light lost ground. Landelac is back second to last, and last of all is Defence Force going down the side, and Ashton took it up about 3/4 in front now from Happy Paint the fence. A length further back then, Christian Lad got up on the inside of Marty's Magic, and the Truth is tracking deep on the outside. A length and a half, Dacos, and then Kenzine. Leading Light is getting up on the fence again, a length into Phoenix Strike, followed by Come to Water. Then Citronella, who's well back with Landelac and Defence Force. 600 metres out, the leader Ashton, nearly a length in front from Christian Lad the inside, and moving up on the outside of those is the Truth, a length further back, Happy Paint. Then Kenzine, Leading Light back on the inside of Margie's Magic in the middle. Pull to the outside, Come to Water, followed further back by Phoenix Strike as they turn for home, and then Dacos. In the straight they race. Christian Lad got up on the inside and joined Ashton. A length Leading Light from Dacos. Happy Paint, Ashton laying out in the middle of the track. Then Marty's Magic, and down the outside, Come to Water. Christian Lad the inside from Ashton, who's drifted out well past the centre, and Dacos up in the middle. Christian Lad on the inside, on the outside Ashton. Marty's Magic late, but on the outside Ashton gets it. Ashton out very deep, hung badly, but has scored in the last. About a half neck to either Dacos and Marty's Magic, who got home hard. Back to the inside, Christian Lad. Then Citronella, further back, Leading Light, followed by Defence Force, then Phoenix Strike, Happy Paint. Kenzine well back from Landelac, followed by Come to Water, and the Truth is back near the tail.
Winner 8 Ashton, 12.30, 3.50, 7 Dacos, 6.60, 1 Marty's Magic, 1.40.
8 Ashton to return $14.380, 7 Dacos to pay $6.10, 1 Marty's Magic, 1.70. One of the riders wanting to look at the Stewards Patrol film there at the Gold Coast. It's the rider of the 4th horse. We'll get that information shortly. National Racing Service, Triple SFM. Adelaide Race 8, 17.84, 17, Count Christo.
And the stalls fly back and they're off now. Done Deal didn't jump all that quickly, and one of the best out was Inshallah. Steel Phoenix was away nicely. So too on the inside, getting out pretty well, Bluebird the Word, and not far back for the moment. Lahar is pretty wide, but not as deep as Beechwood Road as they come down the straight with just